It's the tricky debate.
You see, sometimes growth looks like sitting with the things you don't want to feel until they lose their power over you. On that note, you are warmly welcome to Tricky Debate. I am your host, HKO Live. Send us your WhatsApp or voice notes about the debate we are about to have to 024-488-3008.
Tricky Debate. It's fun, awkward talk.
Here is our question for tonight. Is it acceptable to stay in a marriage for the sake of children? Is it acceptable to stay in a marriage for the sake of children? Send us a WhatsApp or a voice note to 024-488-3008. Debating tonight from the red corner is Miss Philo with an emphatic yes that you should stay, be it a man or woman. And from the blue corner is Nana Ehuntehun. Nana says it's a big no. You can't stay in a marriage you are not enjoying just because of children.
Tricky Debate. It's fun, awkward talk.
Ebu Shafu, how are you guys doing?
Doing well by God.
I can see, yes, right in front of me, people are doing very well. I can see that.
I'm fine.
Yes.
Oh, so what can you see?
I can see you are doing well.
Yes, by God's grace, we are doing well.
Okay, so I think the yes will go first. Miss Philo, your first 4 minutes starts now.
No, you let me start for him.
No,
Okay, don't worry.
you are not saying yes. You are saying no. I want the reason for the yes. Why should somebody stay in a marriage because they have children?
Okay, so a very good evening to our cherished listeners. We don't take their listenership for granted. God bless them for always keeping it locked up here just to listen to us. Okay, so to our topic, I say yes. It is acceptable for everybody to be in marriage for the sake of the children. At least, why am I saying this? First of all, what is marriage at all? We realize that it's an institution, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an institution whereby two people from different backgrounds come together to live as one body, and the main reason for this is for what? Procreation. Anna, say I say young worry, na young wonder. Yeah, so that is that. So for you to say that you are going out of the marriage after you have been blessed with children or a child, I would say no. Whatever happens, for the sake of the children, you need to what? Stay. Just think of the stability and the security of these kids or these children. Right? If you leave the marriage and go, what becomes of them? Sometimes they look up to us as parents in terms of security. When they go out and then something happens, someone even tries to bully them, they come back home to report to you. So if I come home and every child is closer to either the mother or father, so if I become much more closer to my father, and then one day I wake up, I realize my father or my mother is no more with us, you could see the emotional trauma that these children will be going through. So I think it's right for you to say that for the sake of the children, you are what? You are staying just to make sure that they get that security that they want to see them psychologically becoming sound. And then one thing too is like marriage is a two-parent thing. Two people coming together, man and then the woman come together, then they nurture these children. So if something happens, or should you say that you are hesitant because of one or two issues that you think you need your freedom or some kind of, I think you need to consider these children as well. So everything is about children. And then whilst you consider these children, you become selfless. You sacrifice for them. You put their needs first. So whatever decision that you're making, you have to consider them first. What becomes of my children? Should I go? Emotionally, psychologically, what becomes of them? So like two people coming together, you come together to nurture these children to become what? To become better people in the future, and then in the society too as well. When it's happening, you support each other. By what? Being it emotional, financially, or practical support. Whichever way support that you think, because in life, where one's weakness is, then another one what becomes the strength, and where the other one's strength is, then you compromise and all that. You complement each other to be able to make these children have a better life and then a better home. In fact, Kate would want to wake up every day seeing mommy and daddy together and all that. And then also one thing, that when you decide to stay in a marriage for the sake of the children, one thing that they can also do is avoid conflict, or it will reduce conflict. Yes, because when the children are there, you wouldn't want to argue with the husband for the kids to see. So for the sake of them, even when there is misunderstanding in the bedroom, it doesn't leave the bedroom, it stays there. So these kids always see their parents happy, going up and down, and then they end up cherishing them, be like, wow, mommy and daddy, they don't fight too. But at the end of the day, you do those little stuff in the bedroom, which you are so mature that you find a way to reduce that conflict, to the extent that no, it is between the two of us. Let's not make these kids get to know that this is what we are going through. So it also reduces conflict. Thank you.
All right. No.
I mean, I remember when I started laughing capital letters. Yeah, good evening to our cherished listeners. I wish you have a view and see what is happening at the studio here.
Nothing is happening here. You're about to pick your 4-minute count.
Yeah, that one there, I know definitely that my 4 minutes will start
counting. Your time has
counting.
begun.
Has begun now?
Yes.
Yes, I'm aware. Yeah, what an interesting topic for today. I'm with the view that no, for the sake of children, don't say it's because I have to be in the marriage. It gives you an unhappy environment. It's like, if you think because of the children, the environment you are in, you don't feel happy. When you go out and you come home, though you see the children becomes happy, as soon as you see the partner, it becomes annoyed. You don't have a good environment to stay in to enable you to have a good marriage life. Then you say because of the children, normally you see that things are not happening as the way you want, and you are still in the marriage, which it is a no. It's you have a lack of emotional integrity. Like your emotion of everything starts having a problem. Especially whenever you even trying to have your pinch bar, emotionally, you cannot even do it. Because you have a lot of things that may be going on in your mind. And it also makes so many opportunities in life. Because office and kolano, in say awarijai usra awarijai unya warepa. You get it? So there are a lot of opportunities out there for you. There are a lot of things for you to excel. You don't feel happy in your marriage and you say, because of the kids, I'm still staying there. It is a no. Obani show no for we will be show no for. Or I say, bro, obiacho, like fighting with your colleague, and then you just put the head at your armpit and just be hitting the person. No for. But the person can't see anything. Just because of the kids, I have to be there. And when a woman is harassing a man or tormenting a man, it's very difficult. It's not because they want to just drink, they just want to be happy. It's just because they want to forget certain things.
I see.
And all these things happen simply because they say it's because of the kids. And no, you should go. You know, it also has a potential harm. Yes, if you don't take care, the man will harm you. If you don't take care, the woman will harm you. You know, what say? I am a man. If you look at research right now, this disease that is now common, and I think now they say that men should also stand against it, like the way women stands against prostate cancer and breast cancer. Men should also start advocating for prostate cancer.
Okay.
Look at the extent that it is moving, and one of the remedy is to have good sex. And you say because of the kids, the woman is not giving to you, and you say because of the kids, let me take it like that.
Okay, I get it now.
You get it?
Yes.
It's for you to have good sex.
You confused me.
No, it's like the doctor's research is saying that it's good for you to have more than 6 times sex in a week.
Sir?
I used to every day be a two. You are just releasing. Also, I didn't move every day be a and you're just someone else safe him.
Okay, your time is up.
So I don't see the reason why.
Yes.
That you have to stay married because of the kids. Yeah. Move on in life.
All right.
Tricky debates. It's fun, awkward talk.
Okay, Miss Philo, please. Your 4 minutes.
Okay, so just as I was saying, it was saying that like some people go to the drinking spots to drink not because of anything, just to release some stress and all that. But at the end of the day, if you drink and you go back home, has the problem been solved? So that's why I'm saying that no. If you want to stay in the marriage, like psychologically, you psych yourself up. You become selfless, right? One of the things that will compel you to say that no, I'm staying because of my kids or my children. You become selfless. You become very, very selfless. You don't think about yourself, but you consider the happiness and then the future of your kids. If I leave them, where are they going? You see, about time, inside the something like that. There's baby. So like you sacrifice everything for them, and then you stay in a marriage, no, because of kids. One of the benefits is like financial benefits, for instance. You people benefit financially. You share income. You can even do what joint business and joint ownership, joint assets, everything together.
The same person you don't want to be with.
Who says the person doesn't want to be with? They are staying in the marriage because of the kids. So we are doing all these investments for the sake of our children.
Go on.
Do you get it? For the sake of our children. And then one thing too, you should also know that the kids see you as their role model. They look up to mommy, they look up to daddy as their role model. Oh, I adore mommy so much. She's very hardworking. Like, no, I want to become like mommy. I want to be like daddy. And then one day they will just wake up and then realize that both parents are separated. You can imagine the kind of emotional trauma and then psychological effect that it will have on their academics and on them in person or as humans as they are. So I think you have to, and then sometimes too, the reason why you have to sacrifice everything and stay in the marriage is just to preserve that family tradition. Do you get it? Yes, there are some family who they will tell you sister penny so even if there is anything at all, you just look up to, you remember these advice that they gave you, and then you want to preserve that family tradition. You wouldn't want to be the one to do something that I knew they would do like so at least one reasons why you sacrifice to be in the marriage, irrespective, is to preserve that family tradition, to make sure that family heritage, and then personal growth. See, no, what you are doing, what he or she is doing, I don't like it, but I have that thick skin. I have grown past that stage, so I'm not going. Come what may, I'll stay for the sake of my children, to be able to nurture them, to treat them, to feed them the way I want to feed them, to ensure that they become the prominent people that I want to see them in the society. So when personally you grow, so when you grow like this emotionally, psychologically, you have psych yourself. The self-awareness is there. No, it is not all that rosy, but for the sake of the kids, no, I will just pretend as if I'm not seeing anything. Then I'll just, focus on nurturing this kids, making sure that everything goes on well for them in the future. So for me, I still of the view that it is best for you to stay in the marriage for the sake of the children. Thank you.
Okay, Anna, your 4 minutes.
As I've already indicated, I said no, and it still remains no. Simply put, as I was saying, that potential harm. In case of an abuse, what happens to you is because the kids, you are there, and you. The funny thing is, you die and the kids will be there. But you can equally leave the marriage. They make sure that your kids enjoys whatever enjoyment they need. 2, you see, if you are saying because of the kids, that's why you are there or you are in the marriage. What about if the kids are not there? Which means you still not be in the marriage. So what makes you to be there? It's better for you to leave, so that at least at the end of the day, you can equally take care of yourself. When there's much abuse, when there's much, hatred, that you find yourself that people hate you to the extent that your own partner hates you to the extent that, so you can say, onto a drum crana on fenku obetimi aya. Now see, because of unkolaninti, mental warrior na say. How? And moreover, whenever you are there, there's something we call open communication. How do you people communicate? Your communication will not be lovely, because you not prefer. You don't know how to even at times make even love to each other, because you have personal hatred within you. For which because you say because of the kids, that is why you are there, and because of the kids, that's why you are staying there. It's better for you to leave. When you leave, you can equally have good communication if you want to. And I stand with the view that the best way to make sure you are there and to take care of your kids is not about you thinking that because of the kids, if there's an abuse in marriage, you are still staying there. No, I'm not with that view. I wish that whatever it takes, kids are kids. I remember those days we say marriage is a contract for which both parties comes together and sign. And after signing, their investment is the kids. And the contract gets to a time that you need to renew. It will shouldn't go year. You renew it, you don't renew. And to say if the person is not doing the right thing, not making you feel happy, not you felt that yes, me na me your bano. It's I say now they say women wants to show this with men. Your bema beats me and or beats me times 10. But they've forgotten that there was a Bible.
Beat me times 10.
You get without not be with this one, I just want to end that it is not good for you to be in marriage whilst you are using the kids as your stumbling block. If the kids are not there, what happens to the relationship? If you want to be in the relationship, Be in the relationship. You get it? If you want to be there, but don't say because of the kids. Na kwala ni buy no na mo ndomo ho. You get? So it's not because of them. You have to say because of the kids. I have to. That's why I'm still staying at the relationship. And if you relationship, if you are there because you love the person. Don't use the kids as a stumbling block.
Okay.
Tricky debates. It's fun, awkward talk.
All right. So we have the next 5 minutes to do our rebuttals. 2.5 minutes each. Miss Philo, your 2 minutes begins now.
Okay. So
he said a few things. So
when Nana was saying, he made mention of like, what's now that is one thing I just want him to know. What's now Sana Okonswa, Ubetimia Kokono Focus. Why am I saying this? See, he talked of communication. When you guys are not together, you are not happy. There can't be that, effective communication. One thing too, I also want to, draw his attention to is, you see, since you have decided that you are not going, right? You are not going because of though you are not happy in that marriage, but you are not going because of the kids. One thing you should also know is that thing exposes you to what? Conflict and tension, which can harm you. But because of the kids, you people, you have a way of resolving issues, and at the end of the day, you find a way to have a better communication when there are issues between the two of you, how to go about it to solve it. Do you get it? So that one also helps you.
I don't get what you are saying.
You don't want to get what I'm saying.
I don't get what you are saying. The thing is that you are.
It's not about the thing is that no.
You for your personal
happy,
thing.
But you are staying for the sake of the children.
Why should you stay because of the children?
So at the end of the day, both partners will come together. So when things like this happen, you find a way of resolving your conflict, and at the end of the day, you also find a better way of communicating. Do you get it? So Anna, please don't interact by saying what you don't know. They sacrificed a lot. They were going to the fun, even when they can't, they were still doing it just to make sure that.
No, when they are saying that time no one can say
that time
we have equal rights, we have equal
this. That same time is now and now.
Those days that you are referring to, it's not like right now that you are saying equal rights.
No.
You get it?
And Anna made mention of loveless relationship or marriage. The fact that there is no love, you are staying for the sake of these kids. It doesn't mean that you are prioritizing your kids. You put them first. Yes, we didn't call her Abba. And because listen, so when the moment you decide or you take a stand and no, come what may, I am staying. It means you become selfless. Okay. Now you are thinking of the kids. So it's not about you. Now it's about them. What happens to them? Should I leave the home? What happens to them? Will they be comfortable in my absence? What is going to happen to them? You know their ups and downs. When this person is moody, you know the kind of thing to say to put each other. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So when it happens, you become selfless. So you prioritize their happiness over yours, and that doesn't make you sorry to say you know what you want for the kids. That is why you are sacrificing for them.
No, when you are saying that for the kids, that's why you are sacrificing for them. I don't have a problem on that.
Nana, I said when you go and you die, you die.
Listen, the thing is that one, because of the kids, that you are using them as an excuse that you are staying in the marriage. Don't tell me because of the kids. Just say that because I'm married. But you are using the kids because of them. That is why you are there. And that the question is that, what about if the kids are not there? You got married before the kids came in.
They'll be there.
In this case, the kids are there.
No, I said you got married before the kids came.
Yes.
So if you think that there's something that is tormenting you, that is worrying you, that makes you think that
Nothing is
there's
worrying
a
me.
problem.
There is no problem.
And I want to go.
My
and
home is as perfect as ever.
No, if it's as perfect, then you don't use the kids anymore.
Oh, it's perfect, and I need my kids too, so I have to
if it's
protect
perfect,
them. I'm protecting my
the
own.
topic is that
I'm protecting
should the
my
person
kids.
stay in case of anything, or use kids as a shade or something to block for her for leaving or him for leaving. And I'm saying that because if you are basing on the kids, accepted in a way that nkwala na wo se wo hwe omo no nkwala ni bedu stage bi no, those kids will not be, they will not stay, they will not be with you anymore.
Where would they be?
Oh, na nkwala ni aye.
How old will I be?
That wouldn't number of 50 years, 60 years, and I said, no, that time, no, what will happen to the marriage? That's the question. You are looking at it.
I'm not looking at it anyway. There's still marriage. That's
but
the
there
way.
should be a long term.
There is still marriage.
There's still marriage.
Yes.
But it's that kids
whether
now,
they are there or they are not there, there is still marriage.
The kids that you are looking at, the kids are no more there. The kids are gone. The kids have left.
See, you need to sacrifice for them. You need to be selfless. Sometimes for the future that you want for them, you need to sacrifice to make sure that they become the people that, or the children, or the man or the woman that you want. You wanted them to become. It makes you happy. You become so happy. So the words are not coming. Yes. Satisfied and content.
The words will not come.
So please, you need to sacrifice for the sake of the children.
All right.
Tricky debates. It's fun, awkward talk.
Okay, so even when you're at loggerheads, parents can be civil. They can avoid bad mouthing and blaming each other. They can work together to create a unified parenting strategy and give their children consistent time, attention, and reassurance to have a pretty good chance of seeing their children grow up just as happy and healthy as those who have their parents living together. But on a personal note, I won't advise anyone to stay if there is nothing to work with from the other party. I'd like to say thank you to our debaters, Nana Ehuntehun and Miss Philo. I am HKO Live. Tricky Debate will return next week. Thank you for listening to us.
It's the Tricky Debates.